But anywho, are you gonna start it off?
Yeah. All right. Welcome back, Steeler Nation. We're filming in our remote location, I guess you could call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like 50, not even 40 feet away.
No,
10
it's
feet.
just
Yeah.
one
It's on the other side of the wall.
One living room over.
Like if I had a sledgehammer, I could easily get
Whoa.
to the other
Oh.
house.
Yes. Or you just got the door
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's right there.
Yeah, that's.
But no, we're temporarily over here, just for this episode, and we're gonna recap because it's been a hot minute since we were able to get together and do this.
5 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like we
Jeez.
just made these predictions, during
I just want.
Let's go.
So my predictions haven't been 100% accurate. However, my record,
it's
It's still not accurate.
still
it's not
there.
Is it?
3-1. I said we were going to be 3-1.
Oh. I was wrong.
Well, no, you're wrong.
No, because you
You've
switched it
missed
to
two.
Falcons, remember?
Yeah,
You
'cause
thought
of
we were gonna
you.
lose. Huh.
Because of you, I listened to you.
Peer
You
pressure.
know why we won? Because of number 2.
That's right.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's
go.
jump into that.
Hold on. Let's go over the
right.
record real quick. We're 5 weeks in. We play Cowboys tomorrow. We're recording Saturday, the day before Sunday Night Football. We've had Justin Fields starting every game because of a calf injury and because he's also proven himself the starter.
And it just
Sorry,
keeps getting
calf
better.
injury to Russell Wilson.
Yes.
And every week he keeps getting better.
Yeah, Doug.
Let's hear it.
Eyes off the television.
Let's hear it.
Which part?
Justin
all right,
Fields.
hold on.
Oh,
We keep
you wanna
jumping to
keep doing this?
Justin. Let's
Okay.
see our record. What do we got?
So
What's Doug at?
Doug has been wrong twice.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I said we were going to be 3-1 at this point, and we are 3-1.
Okay, well,
I was just wrote on 2 of my games.
we
Interesting.
read it on here. So you're wrong.
Interesting.
Stevens only missed one. That was the week one,
Yep.
but that was because he thought Russell Wilson was playing.
True.
Oh,
Should have switched it all before the season.
Unfortunately, 3 of us were right last week for the Indy game. We said we were going to lose. Probably shouldn't have
Trap
lost.
game with them. I don't know
Yep.
what happened.
I know exactly what happened. We'll get into that later.
I feel like
Okay.
the past couple years, the Colts have been like a trap game for us.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
we
Well, yeah,
beat
they
them
have.
last
Yeah.
year.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
I thought
Friggin'
Minshew.
Minshew, who we play next week, maybe.
What was the one
Yeah. Well,
when Sunday was coaching?
Saturday?
Saturday.
That was just pure luck. We almost lost that one. If
Yeah, when
he
was
knew
that?
how to
That was
call a
last year,
timeout-
wasn't it?
No, that was 2 years
2
ago.
years.
Damn, we've been doing this that long? Wow.
That was funny.
DJ, what's Kelly got?
She has missed one. She had us losing to the Chargers.
Okay.
I don't know why. That was silly.
Silly
that was a pretty
choices.
close game.
Silly.
And then DJ, you
I'm
are
perfect.
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 Well done.
The crazy one.
So tomorrow we all have W's.
Yeah. It's pretty.
We had to.
yeah.
That one was picked out of.
We have a good friend that's a Cowboys.
Coming from the heart.
Yeah,
on
that
that
one
one.
was from
like,
the heart.
we
There was
really
no
just need to
logic. I think, yeah, we have to win,
Yeah.
One of those
especially
games.
with the schedule at the end of the season the way it is.
Yeah. If we can
Like we
get
almost
into the second half of the season with 2 or 3 losses, it'll be
I think we need one
huge.
loss.
I think one.
I mean-
and
ideally, but
Yeah.
let's be a little realistic.
but that one loss, I'm pretty sure it's the Jets.
I don't know. They're not looking solid. I mean,
We all have a-
Broncos just beat them. I
How'd
know
you
it
do
was
the
a sloppy
thumbs
game,
down?
I don't know.
but well, they already don't
We're
approve
all,
of our podcast.
I know. We're all.
Podcast.
I'm looking ahead, but we all do have us losing to the Jets.
Well, if
But
Field stays in, I'm gonna switch some things. up.
honestly,
Oh, it did it that time.
so yeah, tomorrow, I think we're winning. They don't have Micah Parsons. We should be able to get some sort of ground game going.
I hope we got one running back
We have one running back.
and a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll move Jones to the left side.
Wait, they said the thing said that Jalen was coming back.
No, he's out.
He's out again.
He's out. Roman Wilson is MIA.
Yeah,
Who's that?
He's not even
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
injury report.
What's his
but
number?
We don't know.
10.
10. Well, he's Cordell Stewart. He doesn't have his name.
he's nobody. I don't think
he's-
10 even exists right now. He's
I don't know
probably
what-
playing for Michigan or something. I don't know.
Or
Something
he's
weird.
Trubisky.
Yeah, that makes
He's Trubisky.
it's annoying. It'd be nice to have our
No running backs. And then talking about Najee, I was talking to you about it before. The reason not the reason, but an assumption is this system is not built for him at all in his stock because they run that zone blocking scheme, and that's not his style.
His stop and look around like Le'Veon?
Yeah.
No, there's hardly any running backs. I don't know
Yeah,
of
but
a running
especially
back
with
that's
the
been
zone.
that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Remember, we've been talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to hit the hole.
There's a
with
lot of
his
people that are
size.
saying it, and I agree.
He's huge. He needs to hit that
Just
hole
go
hard and fast.
Fall forward.
Yeah.
Even if he gained 3 yards falling forward,
Yeah.
what
That's
do you
why
end up with? A third
I
and
think-
4?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
way better than a 3rd and 10
Yeah.
that we've been sitting on.
That's why Patterson's had so much more success in it
'Cause
than
he
he
just-
has because it's right
And-
there.
yeah.
If Jalen was in there with his speed and those holes that they've made for Patterson,
I know it's been ridiculous.
yeah.
Now, okay, Patterson did look good, but
I don't know if he looked good.
At that
but
point-
scheme was there.
yeah, at that point,
He had holes to run through. That's why I'm not saying like he didn't do anything spectacular. I'm like,
No.
oh, look at that. You know what I mean?
No, he played normal.
Yeah. He wasn't breaking tackles or anything like that, but
Our offensive line has taken a blow
yeah, I don't-
throughout the whole season. Where
Every
3
week.
offensive line are on IR or out for
center
season.
looks great.
Yeah, thank
Yep.
God.
All right, that was
yeah, I
worrisome.
don't know where.
They looked really bad in the first half last week, but somehow regrouped and
I think
played like normal offensive line.
the biggest concern I have on the line is Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
move him to the
Oh, yeah.
left.
First round draft
He's
pick.
almost lost us 2 games
Well,
with the
but
penalties. That
not
he
only
had.
that, everything that we had, the first round draft pick from last year, right?
Yeah. He
And
did
we-
great last year, though.
On the left.
Yeah, I don't understand
Which
it.
I remember us being upset about him playing on the left to begin the year because
Yeah,
he
'cause
was a right
drafted
tackle.
for the right,
and then
But then
maybe
he went off on left and we're like, okay, let's leave him there.
and he had
And then they
Zero.
draft old boy from UW who could play on the right.
Troy.
He gets hurt, so I get it. But
he might be. No, he's out.
No, he's out.
Who's the other guy?
Samalu.
Yeah, he
He's-
might be around.
He's gonna be in, I think.
I'd have to look.
but why isn't Jones playing at the left? Like I still can't.
I don't know.
And his right elbow is hurt.
Right.
So put him on the left
Yeah.
so he can use his left arm to block.
Yep.
Think.
But then the
Maybe
mental
we'll
errors.
see tomorrow night.
The mental errors are what's getting him. I don't know if that's to compensate for the right arm injury.
Like he's taking that quicker step back or something.
Something.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it needs to change.
And then
Just
he
put him back on
and
the
then he
left.
got benched.
I'm wearing his jersey tomorrow. We're breaking
Good.
it. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Oh damn.
Oh, we're watching Ohio State, by the way. Hoping they lose.
Yeah. And then, but other than that,
So let's go to the most talked about thing this year, and that is the quarterback situation for the Steelers. We started preseason with Russell being number 1,
Yep.
and we started week 1 with Russell being number 1 pretty much 3 days before the game. He comes up with a calf injury, re-aggravated it he had in, I think,
something.
training camp.
something.
So we start Justin Fields, and in my opinion, he's done great. Same with DJ.
I'd say,
I'd say.
maybe 99% of Pittsburgh's opinion,
There you go.
he's done great.
Yeah.
The 1%.
There's one man
Y'all
in this
don't.
living
Y'all
room.
don't understand. He's done okay.
Let's remember, or let me remind you guys that Doug also wanted Kenny Pickett to stay. So, anyways, Doug, let's hear your argument.
Of how he's just done okay. He's had the training wheels protocol on him,
Okay. Thanks, Arthur Smith.
right?
Okay. So
Okay.
Not his fault, but keep going.
So he hasn't shown enough to be like, okay, he's a guy. He looks unconfident every single time. Last week he started to look more confident, right?
Okay.
I agree that we need to put him in there and take the training wheels off and turn him loose and see what he can do.
Supposedly, I saw a quote that we are. Training wheels are
Okay.
coming off this week.
Because you can't sit there and say that he's done great because he hasn't turned the ball over. He hasn't The first 3 games he didn't lose. I would not say he won those games.
Okay.
The defense played fucking
Defense played
lights
phenomenal,
out.
but
Yeah.
Right. He didn't lose any of those games. But we need more. I would hope you guys agree. We need more than 100-something passing yards out of a quarterback
So like 367.
consistently. Right. Okay, so let's get to that
Is
game.
that more than 100?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he lost the game.
He lost the game.
He
Yeah.
did.
Not the
it's weird.
defense.
Our defense. How many points did our defense allow?
Let's talk about that. So they let go 17 in the first half for sure. The second half, that penalty that should have never been called on third down, they got a touchdown out of, right?
Mike Minka.
So 7 points right there
Okay.
that they had to stop.
Okay.
Another 3 points was off of a Justin Fields fumble in field goal range. So that's 10 points. They had 27 points. So really, in the second half, they allowed 0 points. And they had the final stand to give the ball back to Justin. Game-winning drive time. Fourth quarter. Let's see it.
Mm-hmm.
And he failed. Mental mistake and lost
So
the game.
are we not going to talk about Pickens fumbling on the 7-yard line?
I
Where
was-
we would have never been in the game-winning drive.
Right. No,
Yeah.
yeah, that hurt. But
So why aren't you talking about Pickens losing the game?
well, he fucked up. Yeah, he fucked up right there. But I'm
Okay.
just saying,
That-
okay, but you got to put all that. He's a quarterback, right? Last drive, should he have been in that position?
No.
But he was, so let's put it all on you. How many of the greats are put in that position? You could go back through any quarterback and be like, game-winning drives.
Which we were driving down the field, and then there was the miscommunication, which I will say was his fault.
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm
said
saying.
it. He admitted it.
Yeah.
That he
Because I think we were talking about it. It was just too
Yeah.
weird for the center to snap the ball. But I think that's on those other. It's happened
Yeah.
every game. Those fumbles. I think there's something going on.
What I'd like
The
to,
center's not
I'd like
just
to go
snapping
back
the ball
and
to
look
snap the
and
ball.
see
Now
if
I
it's
want to.
away games.
After that, now I want to see it because remember the other fumbles. I want to see because now we know about that one. I just want to see.
This one was
he's-
his fault. I think
yeah.
the other ones you could tell even the other players were not ready. Well, this
That
one
one,
seemed like no one was
everybody
ready
went.
too. But
Yeah, but so yeah,
I just don't see how you
got
can put
that.
the blame on just him.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
He literally is
It's
the only
not
reason
just
we were
on
close.
him, but he's the
Okay.
quarterback though.
So you're just gonna blame him no matter what.
if you throw an interception on the game-winning drive, everybody's going to blame the quarterback, right? He lost us the game. You're going to hear that. You know that's true,
Yeah, you're gonna hear it, but not if you watch the whole game.
right? But that everybody's like the defense played horrible. The defense didn't really play that bad. They let go 27 points. We talked about 10 of them.
The defense played horrible.
Michael Pittman could
Think
do
of
everything
They
he wanted.
went 7 for 8 on 3rd and 10. That's terrible.
The defense
But
didn't.
we just talked about in the second
One
half.
penalty, okay, 6 for 8. If you took the penalty
but
away,
you're just saying.
That's
But in the
garbage.
second half, they scored on 2 drives.
it's bad.
The second half, they scored on 2 drives. One, they were in field goal range starting off, and the other one was on a bad penalty.
Okay.
So they probably wouldn't have scored on any drives in the second half.
Well, the fumble by Justin Fields was
Wasn't a
because
fumble.
2 guys, well, that too, but also 2 guys came unblocked. So there's also the offensive line that we need to talk about because they were atrocious the
Well,
first
he
half.
should have threw. I get that
He should have
the
thrown
line,
it away,
yeah, he
but
should have thrown it
still,
away, but the line
when
was
you have
bad.
2 guys coming, one from the left and one from the right,
Those
you do
but
go
those
into
are
a
the
panic
things that
mode.
worry me about him because it's the whole. We heard it before. Him holding onto the ball and always trying to make something happen, like he's playing Madden.
Yeah, but you know
That's
who we
what I'm
loved for doing
scared.
that? Absolutely loved.
Number 7.
Well, because he won doing it.
Yeah, but there's so
There's
many
a
times he
difference
made
when you
mistakes
win.
too.
Yeah, but whenever you start off your rookie year,
How
not
many
losing
losses did Big Ben have?
in his first year?
Just in general.
He had one his first year.
Okay.
All right.
Well, so far Justin Fields has
Second
only
year
won.
he wins us a Super
That's
Bowl.
true.
His second year he wins us a Super Bowl. And then a couple of years later he wins us another Super Bowl. So yeah, it's easier to swallow whenever he fucks up, whenever you start that good. And all the playoff wins he got us. So
I don't-
yeah.
You could look back and the stats would match Justin Fields. Big Ben stats. Big Ben had one of the best defenses. Justin Fields, the first 3 games, had the best defense in the league, and then this second game, no, it was gone.
Yeah.
Was it that one time we played the Colts or Ben Roethlisberger was the quarterback?
What, the
Who won that
5
game?
touchdowns?
Did the defense play good?
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, they did? I'm pretty sure they didn't.
The playoff game?
No.
Oh, I thought
The
you were
game
talking about
where
Bettis'
Ben
fumble.
Roethlisberger had over 500
500
passing
yards.
yards and
Five
6
touch-
touchdowns. Defense didn't play very good, but he won the game.
He did good.
Yeah.
We've watched
just
Fields play
saying.
4 games.
You
So
knew
we
where I
gotta-
was
we-
going-
we'll have
you
to
knew where I
watch
was
more.
going with that one too.
I just don't get how you can't give the man.
I am giving him credit, and that's why I said I need more. I need to see him do something on. He hasn't been consistent yet,
Okay.
and that's not 100% his fault.
So
That's the training wheels protocol, and
tomorrow is good. That's why tomorrow is
Honestly.
a very stressful
Yes.
day for him. Because we got Russell, who's getting healthier. We have a Cowboys defense
Was
who
that
looks
Nick?
bad.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, it was.
Sorry, Steve. Go ahead. I cut you off. That was me. That was rude.
It's fine. Don't worry about me.
No.
Go
I'll
ahead.
just go home.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying tomorrow's game is probably the most important of the year for him.
Yes.
If he does good, Justin, we're talking about Justin. If Justin does good,
Yeah.
he locks the starting position.
Absolutely.
I can
If
see
he does
that.
bad, it really depends on if
the
Russell's
doors-
100%, I can see them putting Russell
Right,
in.
because the door's not closed yet. But I would agree if he
The door
does
is
good,
shut.
that'll close it.
Yep.
Lock it.
At least for giving him grace. Like if he does
Right.
good and then 2 games bad, then that's when it's like, okay, let's try Russ.
I guess okay.
But-
It'll close it, but it won't lock it then.
And I don't want that before.
I
we
think
get
it'll
to
always
Vegas.
always be there until we don't have
next
Russ.
year.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
yeah.
or until the training camp battle. But I just with who we have as a backup, you can't. It's hard to close the door on Russell Wilson. I mean, he's a
That's
Super
fair.
Bowl champion. So
That's fair.
if say we had Mason back there still,
Oh, he
Yeah.
it'd be
he's
locked.
1-0.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one. He's one and
No, he didn't
It
start.
would
He
be
didn't start.
locked
No.
and bolted and nailed shut.
Yeah, I gotta see because it's Chicago, they let him loose, obviously. So in those mistakes that he was making there, and I'm not saying the team was great, but that's what I'm still concerned about because people say he's doing great, but he hasn't played yet, really. He's been under certain rules, and the way that they've the schemes for the games with the defense playing like that, and then Tomlin being a horrible head coach.
Yeah, he's really.
They were
like
literally
the timeout
playing
on the,
for just
on
playing
the
a long field.
fumble snapped on the last play.
Oh,
Technically, the last
yeah.
play of the game. There should have been a timeout because
Oh.
it was going into 4th and 22
Yep.
off that
It
botch
continues.
snap. There's 30 seconds left. Why hurry it? Why don't call a timeout? Get a game plan.
the most important play
throw
of the game.
ball. You get a first down. Time's ticking down. So you got 20 seconds. You spike the ball, but you're at the 30-yard line.
Right.
And
Right.
all we need is a field goal.
Right,
I mean,
Right.
that was all we needed.
right.
And I just think that was a horrible decision by Mike. I think
He
put
does
way
that,
too
dude.
much.
He's the worst clock management head coach I've ever seen. in my life.
Second.
Just who's
yeah,
We're gonna
maybe
see him
third.
tomorrow night.
Maybe third.
Mike McCarthy is the first.
Well, I guess
No.
Jeff Saturday doesn't have a
Yeah,
job
that
anymore.
that was
No,
bad.
Mike McCarthy's
That
the
was-
worst
that was so
time
bad.
manager.
Yeah. I don't know. Our loss, we had a lot of mistakes. Defense, offensive line, Justin Fields, coach management.
It was a whole.
It was a team
I
loss.
put that game on the coach more than anything. I put it on the coach because just the situations that we were in.
Do you guys? I know it's hard because we've started with all through training camp Russell Wilson, preseason Russell Wilson. Now we have Justin Fields playing. What do you think about Arthur Smith?
I don't know yet because I
Hard to
don't
say because of that.
I
reason.
don't know
Yeah.
if he's under he might have training wheels on him from Tomlin saying, okay, the
True.
defense is playing great. We're not trying to score a touchdown. And you can see Tomlin doing that because they played the field position game in that first and
yeah.
second game. Let's just give them longer fields. Let's not make a mistake. Let's just give them longer fields. Let's not throw the ball. I don't know if that was Fields, Arthur Smith, or Tomlin, but the fact I've never seen that before. No passes in the middle of the field. Not a
Yeah.
single one. I've never seen that. It didn't
It
work.
seems like we've gone from Big Ben doing it to Kenny Pickett doing it to Justin Fields doing it, and all those guys have been different OCs.
Yeah.
Ben's last year doing it. That was the
with
worst
Canada,
one.
right?
But that was
Yeah.
with Canada.
And then Canada just carried that right over to an
but
idiot.
you could see why, because Ben's last 2 years, you could see why they were doing it with him because that line was so bad that he had to get that ball out.
Yeah, he's too
he was
old to-
leading the NFL in release time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's just not his style. And it's like, can we acknowledge that our line's not any good? Which leads me to this talk of needing a receiver. Sure, we do. but
Oh,
not
we
nearly
need
as
an
much as an
offensive line
offensive
now.
line. You could
Yeah.
put the greatest receiving core in the history of time on that field, and it wouldn't change anything.
Right, if the quarterback can't get it to him.
Yeah, he's getting hit. So
Well, we started with a good offensive line. And
Maybe.
now we don't.
maybe.
Well, we literally lost. What did we lose? 2 of them in the first game?
Yeah.
If
I
not
don't know.
before the first game? I can't
I just
remember.
don't know how I like the drafting of the offensive linemen. Right, you need to do that. But this year, I don't know why we didn't go out and buy one in
Right.
addition to drafting them.
Yep.
Go out if you don't have that left tackle or that guard, just go get a Pro Bowl, pay them money, which the Steelers never paid their linemen. That's like why what's his face left. I can't remember.
There's
his
a
name.
lot.
Faneca.
Mm.
The greatest guard we've ever had. He leaves because you won't pay him, and it's insane. I think Pouncey's probably the only one that we've ever paid, and he was hurt
He
half
was-
his career.
Yeah, but he was the best.
Oh, when he was there, it was great.
Yeah.
When he was there, he was great. But golly, man, and then this talk about Adams, I think he'll go to the Jets. Just
I don't know. I
because.
just saw something today about Russell Wilson going to Oakland. Oh, sorry,
Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh no, I don't want that before next week.
I know. That's what I was telling Reynolds, a good friend of ours that's Raiders fan. I was like, how funny would it be if we switched and gave you guys Wilson, and then Wilson comes out and beats us next week?
I would not want that.
No one would want it, but I thought,
Has Minshew? I haven't been watching. Has Minshew been playing bad?
no,
No.
the OC's been playing bad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Poor Minshew. Sidebar. I feel bad for him. I always wanted him to do good because he's so cool.
Yeah.
He's never had a chance. But anyhow. But if he goes there, dude, just the money that Adams is going to demand.
It's a lot.
And is it going to help?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, because who else do we have?
Van Jefferson has done nothing this year. Nothing.
And we don't know where
They
Roman
haven't thrown
Wilson-
him the
Wilson
ball.
is
Dude, I don't
just
think we
not
can
on our
judge
team
anything
anymore.
on this offense right now because we haven't seen it playing how Arthur Smith's like system is
Second half,
supposed to be.
The second half of the Colts game, if we can do that in other games, like throughout the whole
Right.
game, that's
Yeah, it looked good.
Awesome. It
But
looked
Van
good.
Jefferson had catches. He had a
Maybe
couple
like two.
plays. He only got thrown to twice,
well.
but he made
Get
made
open
first
more.
downs with him,
Washington had.
bro.
catches.
Washington, Muth, we need to
And
get
And I
Fine.
know
them
it
going more.
happens. Muth needs to. I think he's heating up, but we saw
Mm-hmm.
a couple times there was a touchdown miss.
Yes.
I'm talking wide
Yeah,
open.
Muth was going screaming down the middle.
He was doing the old flag football, waving his flipping arms, and he ran. You know what I mean? And that's what scares me, and I hope that's not the thing. He runs without, because it's just comfortable for him. And maybe it's because Chicago, like when he was there, it ruined it.
They broke him.
Oh, you're talking about Fields?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to see it. I don't think we've seen Arthur Smith. Like the last half of that game, we were seeing it but not even. He's a
The last
running
half of-
team. He's a running
We
guy.
opened it up.
They were throwing the ball, so
Mm-hmm.
that's not really a system. But I want to see his system start to finish. And if
Yeah.
Fields can play in it,
Well,
it
that's
doesn't
what,
help. We don't
that's
have a
why
running back.
tomorrow's like, it's important for not only Fields but for Arthur Smith. For one, we're playing the Colts and it's 4th and 1 at the 50-yard line. And
Oh
we
my
sit
God.
in a quarterback shotgun and we do a
Shotgun.
draw. That's stupid. It's not even 4th 1. It was like 4th and a foot.
Well, I
Yep.
think too. They might
One
be.
QB sneak. We'd be
They might
fine.
be scared, and I don't know what they're doing in practice. And I know he's not used to it because he didn't do it at all in college, and he didn't do it a lot for the Bears. Fields taking a snap under center.
Mm-hmm.
He's not great at it, but are they actually practicing this? Because it's a big deal.
Well, of course they're practicing it, but
I don't know. I just
feel
don't know
like-
why you would do that in your right mind. That's some Matt
I
Canada
feel like the
bullshit.
playbook
That's
is
horrible.
80% shotgun, 20% under center. And that might be because of the offensive line. If he's under center and he drops back and does a play action, does he even have time to throw it? We've seen it maybe once or twice.
Well, no, but I don't think. I think the way they're playing right now,
Who's we?
the Steelers,
Mm-hmm.
that offense, and they might just be spying Fields, and they're like, we're just going to blitz everybody and then spy him at the same time because he might just, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
I don't know, but and you know whatever. Another thing I noticed, we didn't leave a flipping running back into block at all.
Well, shit, now we don't have any.
I don't know why. Get a tight
I
end
don't-
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Good.
Hayward.
Good.
Hayward could
God,
he's
I just didn't
the
understand.
fullback.
Over and over
Yeah,
again.
he's doing great. Doing
Or put
what he's told to
Washington.
do.
Put Washington beside Justin Fields and say
that's
block.
my other thing.
You
I
wouldn't be able
don't
to see over him.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he's adjusting the coverages at the line. Because that one play, I get it whenever an offensive lineman, and it happened whenever they just get beat. But there were times when linemen didn't even block people because they didn't know they're supposed to be blocking him. So I don't know how well he's doing picking up the blitzes pre-snap. Mm-hmm. But we only saw him a couple times not snap the ball and go up and start talking.
Yeah.
That needs to happen.
I think
more.
that's changing too. That's the other part of the quote that I saw was he has to what did they say?
Is that a restriction or is that
I
his
don't know.
mental?
Another
can't
quarterback said
remember
that
what they
he's
said,
not good at that. They said that's
he
not
might not
his
be.
style.
It might be something that's where Russell comes in and is like,
Well,
look,
that's
you
what we
need to.
So that is the one thing we know we get out of him.
There's
The field
coaching.
general.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, I just meant like Russell needs to teach Fields. Everything's teachable. It just depends
Hopefully,
on
because we
It
know
is.
that obviously physically Fields hasn't beat by a mile, right?
Mhm.
But it's that
the knowledge. I mean, yeah, Fields has almost every quarterback physically beat
Oh,
besides
yeah.
Lamar, but it's like, can he play like Peyton Manning would, where he
I'm
sees
not
it?
even
He
saying
needs to see it.
that.
It's also a new team to him.
close, because Tom Brady made that statement the other day. He said you don't see that coaches are just trying to do everything for the quarterbacks nowadays. He said calling plays on the field and making adjustments. He goes, I did it. Ben Roethlisberger did it. Peyton Manning. And he went down the list. He's like, they're not doing it these days, but like the things you get out of like Kirk Cousins right now, you know what I'm saying? Like understanding football. And I know it comes with time, but he's never going to learn if they don't let him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be good because that defense is just going to disguise everything up until the snap, and then we're fucked. So we'll see. But Dallas's middle of their defense cannot stop the run right now, so that's good.
And without two of them.
However, our run scheme doesn't run between the tackles without a zone blocking scheme, which isn't what is good against Dallas. Like, we need to win in the trenches, I think, is the key of that.
They got to
game.
be able to see it on their weekly game plan.
I don't know why we're
It's
not.
got to be on film. It's like, okay, let's just run down the middle.
Like, he's like trying to – you don't have Derrick Henry back there with that vision. You block. Just go up. I'm blocking him. You're blocking him. You know the run play, but they're doing those zones and traps and everything.
Yeah.
Just block up the field and tell Najee to run as hard as he can. Because Dallas, dude, who was it that just murked him up the middle?
That was Henry.
It was Henry.
Was it?
Had
Yeah, I
150
mean, that's-
yards.
Well, he didn't. No, it happened in another game, too. They were just getting
I mean, the Giants ran on them.
No,
yeah, I think they did.
Not
well.
that way, but they ran. Vanderbilt is way ahead of Alabama. Just gonna throw.
What?
Yeah.
Had 21-7.
Let's
I
go,
think,
Vandy.
or 27.
Wow.
Yeah, that hurt.
Dallas is 2-2, right? They beat the Browns start of the season, just killed them. Saints. Six
Saints are
touchdowns,
the
I think,
ones
or
that
4
ran all
touchdowns
over
by
him.
Kamara.
Saints
yeah.
ran
Yeah.
up the middle. Kamara was running up the middle, getting like 6 yards a carry.
And then it hit with Henry, and then they played the Giants, which was just kind of a sloppy game by both teams.
Yeah.
That showed. Well, we know the Giants are a sloppy team. So the fact when Dallas went in there a rivalry game, because usually those games we always know those are harder, right? You can't always go off of. Well, they suck. Like, we could play the Browns and they could be 0-10, and I would be worried about that game.
Yep.
Every time.
And that's the same across the board for any rivalry game,
game.
or in division game. But they, they both look so bad. But we know the Giants are bad. But the way they played against them, I was like,
Well, thankfully, Dallas has got their name implemented on being a good team. And so we won't go into this one actually being like,
Playing down to
that's
him.
coach,
Trap game.
dude. That's head coach.
Yeah.
It's been.
We're
that way
used
for
to
years.
it. Like, why
Yeah.
are we worried about it?
Yeah.
Because we're used to it.
Yep. Standard.
That's why we all picked the Colts to beat us.
That is
Trap
why.
game.
I didn't think Joe Flacco was going to be the reason.
That probably didn't
Well,
help.
Richardson would have killed us with the way our defense.
I don't
was
think
playing.
so.
I don't
think
think so either.
I think we had
It would have been
the perfect plan to contain Richardson.
I think we're good against
They
those
were
kinds of
slaughtering us.
He wasn't in that long.
He wasn't in that. He was in like
Yeah,
4
but
plays.
14-0 is what he was in for.
I don't think so.
I don't-
Yeah, it was. Didn't they just drive down the field right? Or was
They got
that
the
Flacco
first
that scored?
drive.
Yeah.
Flacco got the first touchdown.
He did get the first one.
I don't think
Didn't
so.
he?
I think Richardson
Maybe
got the
Taylor.
first one, but that's the first drive. You make adjustments and stuff.
Yeah, but then the second drive is where he got hurt on the 5-yard line, about to score. I swear to God.
I don't know.
I'm going to pull it up. You guys
But I'm
talk.
just saying, but that's still first quarter. You make adjustments and everything. But then whenever you're playing, you're practicing against read option scheme the whole week, and then all of a sudden a
Then
pocket
it
quarterback
also-
comes
It
in.
changes a lot. It
Joe
does.
Flacco.
Especially somebody that hates us.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He knows how to play against us. He knows how to play against Tomlin. He goes, I know Tomlin. You could switch out the entire team, but Tomlin's there. I know exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just materialized into the fucking Colts uniform because I had no idea he was even in the NFL this year.
I didn't either.
And then we're like, oh, look, Richardson's hurt. Joe Flacco? What the? And Big,
As soon as I saw
and Big
it,
Ben
I
has
was-
to sit up in the box. He's
I
there,
know.
and he has to watch this.
I know.
Yeah, 14-0. It was Richardson got tackled on the 6-yard line by Minka and left the game. So that's when Flacco threw it to Josh Downs for a touchdown, went up 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, there was a little stress behind that if Richardson would have stayed in. But at the same time, you game plan for that one person, and then all of a sudden a new guy comes in. But
Right.
we should have been able to kick
Adapt.
Joe Flacco's ass because
Well, the second
it was
half we were. He was getting hit
Yeah.
and everything.
we did a lot better in the second half, but it was way too late. And
That's
then
what
we
I'm saying.
forgot third
That
down.
score
Another
was-
interception. Wow. Oh, never mind. That was halftime.
That's okay.
See, I'm not paying attention. I'm talking to you guys.
Oh,
half
thanks.
the
That's nice of you.
half the game TJ gets held anyways. So
Oh man, yeah.
Who?
TJ,
Let's talk about him. He's been quiet, but the reason is because 50% of the time
It's
I'm
so
worried
annoying.
about him, dude.
It's so annoying.
Why? He's getting doubled 50% of the
It's not like
plays.
the league this year just woke up and said, "Oh, he's good. We should double him." They've been doing that.
He's getting doubled and chipped.
I think he's getting doubled more.
What?
Yep.
Then the
The other side needs to step it up. I
Yes.
know Highsmith got hurt, but
I mean-
Herbig had a hell of a preseason.
I
and he
mean,
needs
if you
to-
think
He's
about
had
it,
he's
great
still
plays.
done good.
Yeah.
But
if you think about it, the defense they have stepped it up. They're allowing, I think, 16 points a game.
well, yeah, it started with even less,
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
10 points.
but this Colts game kind of
Right, but again,
Shot that
those
in the
10
foot.
points in the second half, it would have been a 17-point game.
yeah.
I don't know. We have to see Justin Fields training wheels off, run the system how Arthur Smith plans on running it, and then we either see if Justin Fields can do it or Arthur Smith's batshit crazy. We already know Tomlin's going to do whatever he can to make us fail. So we just have to see if it's everybody else, if they're able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow.
Can't
Tomorrow
tell you
night.
can't tell you all the ingredients to make a hot dog, but
There you go.
Tomlin.
Tomlin and
Dude, he comes up with he's like fucking
great.
Joe Biden, man.
it's close.
It's like, oh, can you explain that interception? Basically, the standard is the standard. We got a room full of professionals back there. We're gonna look at some film. We're gonna watch some tape. See, Dak's a good quarterback. We respect him. I've been watching him for years. Basically, we're gonna look at some film. We're gonna talk about it. The guys
By the
are
way-
excited. The guys
By the
are
way,
excited. I can't tell you all the ingredients to make a hot dog, but
here we go.
here we go. Any questions?
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
what do we need to do to win tomorrow?
Get pressure on Dak.
Mm-hmm.
I
I think
run the football.
Joey Porter has to have a hell of a game.
He should have had that
See.
pick. That
What?
was 3 points right there that we gave up because he should have had that pick.
What did he? I can't remember.
Hit
I
him
know
right in
Queen
the
dropped
flipping hands. No,
Hey,
it was Joey Porter.
It was Porter.
one.
He dropped
Oh
it.
yeah.
He read it great. Wasn't even his guy.
Yeah.
Cut, dude. I mean, it
Oh,
looked
when
like
he
he was
backed
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I
it was like
remember
he
it
was
his
throwing
own,
him the ball
yeah.
tight spiral, like every
Yeah.
dream you would have, and he just dropped it.
Yep.
And I'm like great, but dude, that
It's 3 points. We lost by 3.
like he dropped it, and
Um,
we were like, did somebody get a hand on it when they replayed it? No, he
No,
just straight
he
dropped,
dropped
it. But you can't get mad about a DB dropping a football. I guess. I don't know if that's true or not.
I would just like a
Wonder that
complete.
easy.
Yeah, I want a complete team effort for once. Just once.
Yeah.
3
Good
weeks.
offensive line.
Yeah, 3 weeks we saw a great defense and okay offense. Then 1 week we see even though it took to the second half, we see a great offense kick in, 0 defense for
Yeah.
week 4. I just want them to be together.
Just
once.
If we could.
Come on, let's see what
Just
happens.
one time, both sides just go all out.
I don't
Maybe we will.
get. We have to run the ball. We have to run the ball. We have to throw it down the middle of the field.
I'm worried we're going to get away from that.
What?
With one running back?
with one
Yeah,
running back.
I do too.
I feel like
We have other running backs.
We have one other one right now. He's a
you
substitute
never know,
teacher.
maybe he'll just come in and
He doesn't have
Kick
to do a
ass.
whole lot. He doesn't have to do a whole lot. Back
If
in
our
the day,
line- okay.
teams only needed one running
we
back.
don't
Do you
even
remember?
That's true.
We could have just a non-existent running back, the substitute teacher. If our line can block, it doesn't matter.
You just don't need to drop the ball.
Yeah,
you get
that's
3-4 yards to carry. You don't drop the ball. I don't care who you are. But I'm just saying, we haven't. The run game has not been there, but I think we need to throw the ball down the middle of the field, utilize our tight ends. The one
Hey,
tight end. I am
Pickens, please hold the ball
dude.
without
Yeah.
your palms.
His
being out in the
attitude.
open.
Trying to do too much.
He's
We
just-
talked about
no,
it before
he's
that.
just
I said he's
frustrated.
holding it like a loaf of bread.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's just too much of a hot shot to mechanics, basic football stuff you learn in Pop Warner.
Yeah. Tuck it.
Yeah.
And what you already have the
Instantly.
first down, you're not reaching for the touchdown. Why are you reaching for a yard?
That's true.
He watch his plays. Every time he's in the open field, he is either hurdling, diving, or spinning, which is like he does pick up the extra
He
couple yards,
does.
but at the same time,
It's
more
not always
important to
necessary.
just step out if you already have what you needed.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we-
get if you're reaching for the first down or the touchdown for sure, but if he does all that stuff and it works out sometimes, but whenever you get 3-4 extra yards and you already have a 20-yard catch,
Yeah.
just go out of bounds.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Don't get hurt. Don't fumble.
it would have prolonged the drive. We would have taken more time off the clock.
What do you mean? It would have been 7 points. I mean, it was at
Yeah.
the 6-yard line.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
That's another probably 2
Oh.
plays.
Yeah.
And then we score.
Wasn't that going into halftime too?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was.
That would have been. I mean, that was
Yeah.
the game,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
No. Yep. And I think they scored off that.
Yes.
Did they?
They got a
Yeah.
field goal off of it. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's
It's annoying.
10-point swing.
Mm-hmm. We haven't heard Minka's name outside that penalty this year.
Yeah.
He's made a
No.
couple tackles,
But does that mean he's still doing his job in coverage? If you think about it, that means
Hopefully.
they're not throwing it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He's covering the other safety, Deshaun Elliott. That man, 25.
Elliott
Came
is
in here
playing
and he
great.
earned his name.
He's running all over the place.
But I think we're using him more up close.
Yeah.
We're using him against the
Like a
run.
strong safety.
Yeah, yep. And then we keep Minka back to
Like a free safety.
which I'm fine
it's
with.
perfect.
Yeah.
I think the defense is doing good. I think they fucked up last week.
Yeah, they did.
We did.
That was it.
It's not good having. Well, the secondary didn't do too hot either.
No.
It was not great.
They were letting
Last
the
week?
receivers just run.
No, it was
across the middle.
like so simple for them to. They were wide open on almost every third down.
I'd love for penalties to get called on holding.
maybe just a couple.
Versus
That'd be, dude.
One.
Those pictures of him just getting
Yeah.
hugged.
his hands up in the air.
Dude, I don't
What
get
happened,
it.
Dad?
I don't get it. They're out to get us. That's all I can think. TJ needs 2 sacks for us to win.
I'm not
Yeah.
betting on him this week.
Don't.
It's
No.
not doing it. Not anymore.
Bet against him.
I can't bet against him. It's not
I
an under
know.
thing.
I think
I
2
would if
sacks.
it was-
I think he
Yeah.
needs to get 2 sacks to get the team going. 'cause
I think you're right.
It
it's not
really
only
hypes
just-
the defense
That's what
up
I'm
when
saying.
he does it.
2 sacks gets everybody going, and
It
it
scares the hell out of the offense too.
Yeah.
it fucks up the quarterback. He starts looking at TJ more, making
Yep.
sure that you're blocking him, and it takes away from everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then that frees up Highsmith.
Well, Herbig.
It would if he was playing.
For
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
Herbig. I thought Herbig was a hurt one. No, it's Highsmith.
No,
Highsmith's hurt.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Queen. Let's talk about Queen,
Queen needs
shall
to
we?
do-
Yeah,
Queen needs to
you know,
step it
He
up.
does need to step it up. He's only had a few good plays, and it's like, come on, dude.
Not 14.
We
He
brought
has
you
not
over-
played like a
we brought you
$14 million.
over to
The
play better.
Amazon driver from Fresno State played better than him last year.
Yeah, you
And
can say it right now.
Queen hasn't been, dude, for $14 million and you're a middle linebacker. We need to be hearing your name. You need to be disrupting
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm at with him. I'm annoyed by that. I'm fine with not hearing Minka's name.
Yeah,
Because if
I
you
think that
don't,
just means he's doing his job.
right, and we don't need him running up and tackling like we have the
No.
last couple of years because that's
Stay
not
healthy.
good. That's why he's getting hurt.
Yep.
And
Well,
And if you're up that
how
close-
many deep shots have happened versus us? Maybe one when the Broncos did the flea flicker deal.
yeah.
I think that was it.
That was
That's
it.
really good.
Yeah.
Compared to what normally
that's what I'm
happens
saying.
to us.
I don't want the free safety playing up like Troy Polamalu. Now we got
You-
Elliott to do that. That's
I'd
fine.
rather never hear Minka's name.
Yeah.
Means good things.
I'd like to hear a few
Uh,
picks.
well, that,
That
would be the
cool.
only
That'd
other
be fun.
reason.
A couple picks.
Minka with the interception is it. Not Minka with the tackle. We don't want to hear that.
No.
I'm fine with not hearing Joey Porter's name.
Yeah,
As a
especially
quarterback,
when the
except
ref
for
is saying it.
Holding, number 24.
Dude.
He's so handsy, man. He plays great, but he
Told
is
you.
so handsy.
I knew it. It's
It's just him.
that's his style.
That's, yep.
Well,
If he can get away with it, it's going to be hard
he
for
hasn't
CD.
oh yeah, CD.
CD's a big,
That's
quick
That's
boy.
a bad man. That's gonna be
See what
tough.
happens.
Um,
If that's where it comes down to the defensive line is we got to get pressure
Yes.
on Dak. If
No.
we can't, then he's going to tear us up.
I think Austin's playing great.
Austin has stepped
Yeah.
up.
I knew he was always there. I
Well,
told
'cause
you
I
guys
think
that
we're
before the
utilizing
year.
him.
Exactly. I was like, dude, we have not used this guy. He's fast as all get out.
Well, it's because Johnson was. We had Johnson and Pickens. And they were. They. What was it? He was in the shadow of them.
I don't know why, because he's his ceiling's so much higher than Johnson's. Johnson was wildly slow. Do you remember that catch?
Yes. Yes.
And we
He
thought it was
slow.
Pickens at first. We're like, why is he running in the middle of the play?
Yeah.
We yell, why is he running so slow? It looked like he had
Yeah.
a damn parachute behind him. He got caught from behind.
That's
He
true.
scored
Did he?
in the Ravens game.
They were catching him.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
catching
they were
him.
Middle of the field, no one, and he's just going, and they were catching him quickly. Dude, he looks like ESPN Classic out there. Yeah, man. But Austin, no one can catch him on the field. He has high upside, but whenever they get him those passes, he makes it work.
You just can't.
Yeah, we need to see some more deep throws to him.
Yes.
And even if it turns out to be an incompletion or if it's a
Right.
3rd and 10 and we throw it 60, well, not 60, but like 50 yards in the air and the defense catches it, that's it is what it is. It's a punt at that
Right.
point,
I
essentially.
want to see more second down deep shots.
Yeah.
Second
First down, I don't care.
Well, it loosens up that defense too.
hmm
And
Air
then-
it out. Let's see some.
Yeah, but every deep shot is
Justin Fields
to
has the
Pickens.
one of the prettiest
He
deep
does,
balls,
but
and they
every
need
time it's
use
to
it,
Pickens.
which isn't really that.
It's
of an
not.
idea.
It's not. But when you
That's
do
where
it
you
every
expect it to
single
go.
time, exactly. If we know,
Yeah.
they sure as fuck know, and then they're just going to run a cover 2 with the safety over the top, and then a bad throw happens or a bad throw decision. But I don't know.
We'll see.
My final thought on Field so far is the analogy I used, he's reminding me of Tyrod Taylor when he was scared to throw the ball because he didn't want to make a mistake. And so I don't know if that's it or if it's just Arthur Smith not letting him do it. So we need to see him, let him loose and see if that is him or what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know enough yet.
Well,
Fair enough.
I need
We'll
to
see
see
tomorrow.
more confidence and consistency out of him, and then I will sit here and say I was wrong. You guys were right.
oh, I can't wait for
Can't
that.
wait.
Yeah.
I hope, brother. I hope.
I-
I hope I get
Hey.
to say that.
We can all agree it's still better than Mason and Kenny Pickett at
Yes.
quarterback.
I can't.
Wait.
yet.
Oh God.
What?
All right, we're gonna
Okay,
end
well,
it
that's
there
it.
because
You know, we're
this
getting-
is
we're not-
gonna open
that's a
up
whole other
whole new can of
argument.
worms.
Brother, I can't.
No.
Kenny Pickett had one game with over 300 yards. You want to know how that ended? 38-3. We lost.
It was also like no, he had more than, it was only one.
It
over
was maybe
300?
one game
No,
over
against
300.
Cincinnati, he came out and
Yeah,
as
that
soon
was
as
Mason
Canada,
Rudolph.
That was
no,
Rudolph.
they both did. Canada left.
Nope, it was Mason
Look it
Rudolph.
up.
Mason
They
Rudolph
both
had the
did.
best game ever.
But yeah, he did. But I'm saying that's when Canada was gone. And Pickett didn't have a good line either.
Well, then you're hating on Fields.
Yeah,
too
then you're
much.
going to fill for no reason.
Friggin-
All right. Well, all right, Steeler Nation. That's it for now.
Yeah,
That's
a
it
wrap.
for now. That's a wrap. But thank you for joining. How long has it been?
I don't know.
That's long enough.
Yeah, it's long enough.
We'll talk to you after this Dallas game. We'll
oh,
see
I
what
never hit
happens.
record.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, well, one of those times it's going to happen.
It will
know.
happen
Okay.
All right. Well,
No,
see you guys
thanks.
later.
later.
Bye.
Oh.